Well, I just received my first knock in the longest time from the police. I know I didn't get him on here. Obviously, I want to film him while he's talking to me and stuff. But I received a knock and then saw some lights shining through the window and came out to talk to him. And it was a police officer who was checking up on me. And what shocked me was my front door of my vehicle was open like this. So I was like, what the heck? Why is my front door open? And of course, he asked me for my driver's license and ID and other stuff, and I gave him all my information. And he said the reason he was checking on this vehicle was he noticed the front door was open. And I was like, what the hell? Somebody tried to get in my van while I was in it sleeping. So, because I know last night, I know for sure I shut the door. The door was shut. I guess its door became unlocked or something. Or somebody jimmied it somehow using the opening here. Because I left the window open for ventilation, you know, the little top part. And they opened the door to get in, but they must have heard me inside and didn't shut it because it might have woken me up. So they just left. And then the police showed up and saw my door like this and decided to check out the vehicle. The good news is, you know, obviously the cop left me alone. So my license hasn't been suspended yet, which is good. Although I have a renewal that just came up that told me the license is pending suspension. So, you know, I had explained to the cop the situation, how I had filed for the hearing before the judge and all that other stuff. I don't know if you can see the cop car there in the distance. I think he's getting ready to come right by here again. He's basically patrolling the, here comes the police car. This is the police car right here. But he's basically patrolling the parking lot and making sure that everything's okay. So that's the policeman who stopped by here. And I'm glad he did. But you can see, for those of you who are afraid of the police knock, it's not really a big deal other than, of course, when you find out somebody was trying to break in while you were sleeping. This particular Walmart, I guess, they don't seem to really care that you spend the night here. So, you know, he was just patrolling to make sure everyone was safe and everything, and just checked up to make sure I'm good. And I can get back to sleep now. For those of you who haven't done this before or are contemplating being in a van and wondering what happens when the police knock on your door in the middle of the night, or your window, just basically be polite. You know, what I did was he knocked and shined the flashlight in. Then I just yelled back out and I said, "Yes, sir. You know, what can I do for you?" And then he just asked me if I had any ID. And he didn't even ask for my vehicle registration and all that other good stuff. Just asked for my ID and my phone number. So I gave him, you know, both items. I know some van dwellers, you know, say you don't have to give the police anything and blah, 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 unless they have a warrant and all this other stuff. I wouldn't go that route, because when you go that route, you're already starting up a confrontation with the police. And that's not a good thing, because now they know your vehicle, your tag, and you're in their town. With this situation, you know, I let them explain to them my situation, what's going on, how I ended up living in the van here, and just gave him all the information that I had. I even explained to him the pending license suspension. And he just ran I guess he ran my driver's license, and the story checks out. Everything's cool, and just basically gave me back everything and said I was fine. Nothing, he's looking for basically criminals, and I'm not a criminal. So that's how you kind of handle a police situation. One, obviously don't be doing anything bad. Don't have weapons. If you have weapons and stuff, you're setting up potential problem. I don't really have anything, don't have drugs, don't have all these things that can get you into trouble. So if all you're doing is sleeping, usually the worst that'll happen to you is in a city that doesn't allow it, they'll usually just ask you to leave. They'll say, and then if that's the case, you just ask the officer where they recommend that you park. And most of the time, I would say so far, 100% of the time, they told me where I can go. And usually it's in the next town. Anyhow, I want to go ahead and sign off and try to get back to sleep, even though it was a bit freaky to get the knock and find out somebody had tried to bust into my vehicle while I was sleeping. And I think it was just a matter of, I don't think they actually tried to pry it open. I think the door was left open in the sense that it was unlocked. So make sure you double check all your locks on your doors when you go to sleep, that everything is locked up. I did leave the windows open, cracked for air to come in, so it wouldn't be muggy in here. But sorry about that. The camera ran out of storage space because it had maxed out my storage on device, and the reason for that is it switched from, it's messed up the way Android works. Anyhow, it's normally set the store on the memory card, and it had been full because you obviously know I'm backlogged on uploads and stuff because of intermittent internet access and time now. So the phone hasn't been downloaded, the videos. But long story short, I had my windows open for venting, and somehow must have left the door unlocked, and someone tried to get in. That's scary. So make sure before you go to sleep that you have all your windows secured, all your doors secured. These windows actually have little tiny openings, and I'll still keep them open for venting. But thankfully, the person who tried to break in was just trying to steal, something real quick. And when they heard me inside snoring, they decided to just leave or something, So that's pretty much how I recommend handling a police situation. Is just be honest, be open with them. Don't go out of your way to have them come into your vehicle and check it or anything like that. Because, if you don't have anything in here, you don't have anything in here. But give them the information they ask for. Don't sit there and start up a fight and start screaming at them and doing crazy stuff, giving them a reason to pull you in. Most of the time, they're just doing their job, trying to make sure that, nothing weird is going on and that you're safe and secure. Some cities may have ordinances against sleeping in your vehicle, but they're usually not going to take you into jail for that or impound your vehicle or anything unless they're total assholes. But they usually aren't going to do that. They're just going to ask you to move. So just comply and be respectful. And in a lot of cases, like in this situation, he's letting me stay here. He didn't tell me to leave or anything. I can just sleep here and everything's normal. I'm just glad he did wake me up with my door wide open like that. That was pretty freaky. Not so much that he woke me up, but the fact that someone tried to get in. So until next time, everybody, I hope you stay safe. Have a good day, and take care.